Mrs. Purtell. I'm going to be your science teacher. I'm going to go through just a few things about my classroom and how things work a little bit. There's going to be more posted in Schoology for you, but I'm just going to kind of do a quick overview of my class. A little bit about me. I live in a small town called Glenrose. I grew up in Texas. We moved here about 8 years ago. I graduated from Charleston State University with degrees in interdisciplinary studies, reading, and biology. And I also attended Texas A&M, so I'm an Aggie too. I've been here in Northside for 8 years. This is my 4th year at Folks, and I've taught both 7th and 8th grade. I've been married to my husband, Ryan, for 23 years, and we have 3 daughters, and I have 2 dogs as well. These are my kids, my girls. All of them have attended Northside schools. My oldest just graduated. And then these are my dogs. Dirk is the lab, and Gertie is the schnauzer. All right, in biology, this is biology, 7th grade science is biology, it's life science. And so we will be doing a lot of life sciences, cell theory, human body systems, reproduction and heredity, diversity of living things, ecosystems or living systems. We'll do a little bit about the water, our water sources here in San Antonio, and then living in space. School supplies. This is everything that's on the school supply list. There's really nothing different, but I do want you to understand exactly what you might need for my class. Mainly, have a composition notebook if you're going to be in person, color pencils, glue or tape, pencils, a handheld pencil sharpener, which I'm not sure if that was on the school supply list, but I do highly recommend it because we're trying not to touch everything in the classroom. So having your own will be good. Scissors, and I highly recommend you have your own set of headphones because even when we're in person, we're still going to be using a lot of technology. Also, the science workbook should have been picked up over the last couple of weeks. It's a consumable, so it can be written in. Pages can be torn out. So if you haven't picked that up, it's a great resource, and we may be using it here and there. And you can get that from the school if you haven't already done so. I'm not going to go through Schoology too much. I know Mr. McKenzie in the district has sent you a lot of information about this, so I'm not going to go through this slide, but it's here for reference if you need it. I'll be posting this in Schoology as well. Electronic resources, mainly the online science textbook is going to be found on the NISD portal, the student portal, under Think Central. It's the only textbook that's there, and it says Think Central Middle School Science textbook on it, so you'll be able to access that there. And we will have digital labs, so it's going to be important that you know where that is. And I will help you in a video later on. Basic science rules, classroom rules are kind of all the same, and so this you'll have access to this. Mainly, I want you to know about virtual class rules. These are our norms. They're going to be pretty much the same for every teacher, but I do want to kind of go over them with you. Please log on time and be prepared. If you're doing synchronous, that first 15 minutes is crucial. We do take attendance, so make sure that you're logging in on time for each of your periods. Keep your camera turned on. I know I don't always like to do that. I know you're self-conscious, but it's really, really important for engagement for you to have your camera on, and then keep yourself muted when you're not speaking. When you have a question, you can raise your hand like this, like I'm doing right now, or there's going to be a button on Zoom that you can press as well. Follow the school dress code. I know you're at home, but you still need to dress appropriately when we have our Zoom sessions. So make sure you're following the dress code, please. And work in an area free of distractions. And please, no eating or getting up. I don't mind if you have some water or soda. I'm going to when I'm teaching, but I just don't want chips and whatnot. It's kind of distracting, okay? Grading policy, 20% daily work, which you can't redo. It's final. 40% labs and projects, and 40% tests. So those because they are weighted so high, you can redo those. If you fail a test or a lab, you can come to tutoring and retake those. You have to come to tutoring. You have to do a reteach and a retake in order to get your grade up. But daily work cannot be redone. So I just want you to be aware of that. Tutoring schedule, all virtual right now on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And one thing I do want you to know is you will have a Google form you will need to fill out to attend tutoring. It gives me a heads up that you need help and where you need help. So it'll ask for your name, your period, and then why you need to attend tutoring, and you can just explain that. And so I'm ready for you and I'm prepared. If you have a question about a assignment, you may want to ask me in that first 15 minutes where we have our Zoom session every day during your period. Not necessarily need to come to tutoring for that. Tutoring is more for, I failed something, I missed a concept, I don't understand, I'm completely lost. And I'll be spending a little bit more time in detail for that. But I'll have that form posted on Schoology for you shortly. And then my parent info, my parent contact and student contact information. This will be posted in Schoology. It'll also be posted in the digital science notebook. So it's in multiple places. So just be aware of that. My email, my conference period is second period. And then, of course, my phone number, which email is always going to be the best way to get a hold of me because it'll pretty much go to voicemail every time you call my school phone. Lastly, this is new. Schoology is new for teachers. Schoology is new for y'all. There's going to be a lot of things that may not work, right? There's going to be a lot of frustrations with parents and students and teachers. And I just ask that we all show each other some grace and we're patient. I know the first week is going to be interesting. I hope everything works right. I know some of you don't even have technology right now, and I totally understand that. So we're going to get through this together. I know some of you want to be in school. I want my students in school. I miss my students so bad. And some of you may love distance learning. And so everybody's different, but you're going to struggle. You're going to be confused. You're going to be frustrated because Lord knows I've been frustrated, but we're going to get through this together. And I thank you and I look forward to meeting you. And I can't wait to get to know you guys. So please, if you have any questions, check out Schoology and you can always email me as well. So thank you for listening and have a great rest of your day.